All right, all right. So this is one of my favorite movies. I would say this is probably in my top three. District 9. Fight
District 9.
Club.
And why is this in your top three?
Okay,
That's what I
so
want.
it's Fight Club, The Prestige, and District 9. Fight Club because it's not like, scientific related, right? It's just
The
the role of people.
Prestige was in my top three list.
Yeah,
I'd say.
Prestige is my second one because it's about the determination of any person, right? But
Okay.
District 9 is in my top three is because I have never seen anything like this before to show me the true nature of humans.
Okay.
This is, well, there are
Yeah. No.
probably
I'm.
other
I'm. Yeah.
movies.
I'm not disagreeing with you at all. Yeah. I mean, that's what I was thinking about this too.
Me and you and Cody saw this together, right?
No. This is
Really?
be. This is actually the first time I watched it all the way through.
No way.
Yeah. I can't remember what came up. I think I was supposed to go see it with y'all, but I can't remember. Something happened. I know. I didn't see it with you and Cody.
Okay, I know me and
But I
Cody
remember
saw
y'all
this, yeah.
telling me about it. But I remember y'all telling me about
It is
it. And
very
I
good.
only saw like I got to see the ending of it, and then this is the first time I've seen it from the beginning to the end. Which it's a good. I mean, it's a good movie. I like it. It's different. There's nothing like this.
So,
There,
exactly, there's
I
still
mean, there's some
nothing like
movies.
this.
There's movies similar to it, but I mean, it's not in the same vein.
No.
I mean, because this uses like video footage,
It's like a
different
documentary
reports.
at the same
Yeah, kind
time,
of
yeah.
documentaries time. Yeah, it's kind of what happened to this guy, what happened, what's the story in it, and basically it has a lot to do with immigration,
Yes.
which I want to go ahead and point out that the director and the writer of this movie, I think it's director and writer,
He's from
is
South
also
Africa.
did, yeah, it did it's was it
Elysium.
Cillian? Yeah,
Is yeah,
which also has to deal with the
Elysium.
same deal,
Yes,
Elysium. Yeah,
the different class of people.
yeah, and basically that there's all it turns out this is supposed to an alien spaceship lands over Johannesburg, South Africa.
Oh, I love how it starts too. Like because they talk about the story, right? Okay, the spaceship showed up here 3 years ago, but then nothing happened, and
Well,
then
20 years. Yeah, it was
oh
been
yeah,
there for
for
20
20
years.
years, and then the humans got impatient, so they're like, hey, let's just cut this bitch open.
Yeah, well, I think it was like it showed up in 3 years into the
Yeah,
spaceship. They cut
yeah,
it open,
they cut it open.
and then they find all these sick and dying aliens,
Yes, and
and then
then we treat them
then
like
they bring them down to Earth. Yeah, and then they put them in a
in camps.
yeah. Well, it's supposed to be yeah, it's supposed to be
Oh, it is
you
so
know
terrible.
refugee camps.
Yeah,
Instead, they
refugee
just turn it
camp
into like a little ghetto
into a ghetto and then experiment on them. I
prison.
mean, this is what
But
humans
yeah,
would do.
well the thing is, there's a company gets involved to
Yeah, and
help
you.
help the aliens, but this company is a weapon manufacturer.
Yes.
But the problem is, would that really happen in real life? Would it be a private company? Would it be United Nations?
I
Because
know it's hard to say, right?
this company is using all the white equipment. It looked like the United Nations, but it was not the United
So,
Nations.
in one point to answer your question, I would say like yes, but maybe not a private company, right? But someone will do some kind of researching to like, hey, let's see what these guys are all about, right? But
Yeah,
then they don't tell us what they don't want us
but
to
I
know.
guess I like how they pointed out. They go, well, the story because like I said, it's Johannesburg, South Africa.
Yep.
What happens in South Africa? Anybody really gives a crap about?
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
think
trying to
that's
be
what it.
mean. I'm not
Yeah,
trying to
I
be
know,
mean
no.
or run down South Africa. I'm just saying
Oh, I got what you
normally
mean.
if you and they even point this out, normally in a movie with aliens or something, they land over New York or they
Yep.
come to Washington D.C. or
Something
Chicago
big.
or some big city or some powerful country like even Beijing, China
Like
or some
Russia, yeah, exactly.
yeah Moscow
North
or
Korea,
or London or
someplace really
Paris,
well known.
France.
Yeah.
Yeah, they always show up at this place. Instead, they show somewhere that's not really represented ever in movies.
Yeah. And you know
And
what I
that's in
really
South
love about
Africa.
this movie? Like, this is in my top three because, like, okay, these alien with 4 advanced technology, right? They didn't come to attack us. They stopped because we ran out of fuel. And then they got stuck here and they have nowhere else to go.
Yeah. Well, that's probably also there's probably another hidden story on the spacecraft because we turned out there's only like maybe 2 aliens in the whole group that were even smart.
Yes.
The rest of them were probably had a job where they never did anything. They may have been laborers and they were traveling, taking them somewhere.
So they're not soldiers.
Yeah, they weren't soldiers or anything, but it'd be like a bus. Let's say a bus is going traveling along the hill
Oh, I like
and it
that.
gets broke down.
Yeah, it got broke down. Like,
You'd be lucky if they have one person on that bus that even knows how to fix an engine. The rest of the
yes.
people aren't, so they're going to be
So
stuck there.
you're referring to Christopher.
Yes, referring
Yes.
to Christopher, which is, they gave him all human names. I meant all, yeah, they gave him all human names,
Yeah,
which
all human
you'd
names.
have to. But they all make those clicking noise. I like it because I didn't hear the right amount of clicks, so I don't know what you're trying to say.
Yes, yeah, they could I guess learn their language,
Yeah, they learn
apparently,
the
yeah.
language so they can understand it. But I like it how they. And funny thing is, also has a lot to do about immigration, about how we move people around. We'll make laws, and we try to put them under our laws,
Yes.
but then we don't. We break our own laws because then we go, well, we had you under our laws, but we decided you're not one of us, so we don't have to follow the law
Yes.
ourselves.
Oh my
So that
gosh.
becomes hypocritical because, like, when they get Christopher out there, like, we're going to evict you. And he's like, it says, you have to give me 24-hour notice. They're like, no, they keep cussing at him and stuff. You know how they got so aggressive when they realized that he's smarter than they are.
Yes.
They're like, how dare some immigrant
Dude, this
be
movie is
smarter than
so
me?
great. I like how like it's a force fed infection, right? It's just
Yeah,
this is so messed up, and I could totally see how this would work in real life. If the aliens didn't come invade us, right, we're gonna treat them like crap. Because you know
yeah,
why? Once we know we can overpower them, right, and they won't do anything. I mean, like there are only some, and I love that we call them the racial. To me, it's a racial term, prawns.
yeah.
You know?
Prawns.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
even the
like,
main character,
dude.
who's supposed to be moving them and caring about them, keeps calling them
Yes,
prawns.
yeah.
So you already know he doesn't care.
It's like it's the term that we just throw around. Like we could treat them like crap. And I do like what you said. Like it's like a thing of bust, right? Like the backstory. Now I'm thinking like since you said we created the backstory. Now I'm thinking the backstory is like okay, they were probably just trying to save their kind of people, so they take everybody as much as they could, and they travel maybe to another planet.
Yeah,
They were just taking
they
the
may have been
stuff.
working on another planet or something. Yeah, they may have
Yes,
been
and then
laborers
just
for
got
another planet
stuck
or
here.
something.
Yeah, they picked the like, hey, these are my two
Yeah.
of my best farmers. These are my two best
Well, it's like
engineers.
it's like being on a ship. If we all got on a ship, do you know how to work a ship?
No, I don't know how to use.
Exactly.
Like they have weapons, right? Like, dude, I don't know how to use these weapons.
Yeah.
I'm not
Well, that's
trained.
let's say we got on a ship. Yeah. Well, let's say we got on an aircraft carrier or something, and it was taking all of stuff, and then most of the crew, the command crew, dies.
Yep,
Then you get all these people that don't know what to do.
they don't know what to do. Yeah,
But the
they just
problem is, it
got
turns
stuck.
out all those people don't know what to do are basically like humans on Earth.
It is. That's why I
You
like
know?
this so much. It's the It's probably like you. We still haven't seen anything like it, right? It's the first movie I've seen. Okay, aliens came, but they're not here to invade us because they don't know where
Yeah.
they're going.
They're
They
just
just stuck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
become refugees. Which you
yeah, they
never
are
had a movie where
refugees.
aliens are refugees.
No, never.
And the thing is, all these aliens have all this crap on their spaceship. They're like, these guns, we're not soldiers. We don't need them.
Yeah.
All we
Oh,
want, all
that's
we
the
want
other
is
thing I
cat
want to
food.
point out. This is the perfect movie example. Like you talked to me about was it Cowboys and Aliens? They couldn't design whatever, right? It's because we don't have the hands that they do. We couldn't fire their gun.
Well, that's the thing. No, they could design. There was no big difference on this one. This one didn't mess with anything that I said. My theory was, why would you show aliens that can't build stuff? These aliens had hands and stuff that could build stuff.
Oh, they couldn't build stuff. Okay, okay.
That's what I'm saying. You always if you show like an alien that looks like okay, let's say there's a spaceship flying through space with
Uh
a
huh.
bunch of aliens that look like dolphins.
Okay.
They don't have any hands, so how did they build that spaceship?
Oh, but these
They have
aliens have
no
hands.
appendages to
Oh,
build
yeah, right.
something.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. And my point was like,
That
it's
annoys the crap
yeah,
out of me when
I
you
know.
have an alien that has no appendages to ever even evolve
That's why
an
I remember
evolution of
now.
a spaceship.
And my thing was like they use some kind of telekinesis power, or this because it's designed by human people like you and me. Like, oh, I
Yeah,
think this is how I want it to look. But they
yeah,
didn't think about the
telekinesis.
logic of like, oh, these are the
Yeah,
aliens. Yeah,
yeah.
that's
This is the
that would be
alien,
my
and they got
problem
this
too.
kind of spaceship. I'm like,
Yeah,
how? But these
and
aliens, they
they
have they look like, to me, they look like cockroaches, but
yeah, it's like a cockroach with a grasshopper mix.
and they have these extra set of hands down underneath them, which they do look like the aliens
Yeah,
from Independence Day or even aliens in Cowboys and Aliens.
yeah.
Those extra hands in
It
the
just
middle of their
they're
body.
not aggressive.
Yeah, they're just not aggressive. They're probably just builders.
They just
I mean,
builders kind of
but
like
that's the
when
thing.
you
If you come to Earth, there's aggressive people. There's non-aggressive people.
yes,
Because even in
exactly.
this deal, the main character is non-aggressive.
No,
But you have
some of the other people were
but you
yeah.
have that colonel,
Oh,
who just goes around beating the tar out of everybody, shooting people. He's super aggressive.
yeah, he's super aggressive. He's one of those. Yep.
Yeah, he's one of those bullies. And those guys were mercenaries, anyways. I want to point out.
Oh yeah. I like, that Colonel guy. I was like, man, when is this guy gonna die? It's so
Yes, and I
weird.
like the way he died.
Yeah.
I love the way he died.
I was
Because
like,
he didn't get. Because you think at the end he's going to probably just get shot. No,
oh
no,
no.
he gets ganged up by the aliens that he's been bullying, and they rip
Yep.
him to
And they
shreds.
whip him to shred. That was like
I thought, oh, this is
justifiable
awesome.
ending for me.
That was a
That was really
justified.
good. Yep. And you
I
know what?
love
This
that.
ending, it was not a happy ending. That's the other thing I love about it.
Yeah, but it's one that there's hope.
Yes, there's hope.
To see that other alien, even after all the bad, horrible crap he did to that Christopher the alien,
Oh,
he kept promising him he'll come back
he'll
for
come
years.
back
I
because
promise you, I'm
he's
coming
a
back.
good guy.
Yeah, because
Just kind of like,
because he wasn't a villain.
no, he wasn't a villain. See, the villain was
They
humans.
villainized him. Yes, they
Yeah.
villainized him, and they kept trying to villainize him because they didn't understand him.
And
But at the end, because he had every right not to come back to hell.
he does because he saw that
Yeah.
lab.
Because because the main character beat him up,
Yeah, the main character
took
beat
his
him up.
spaceship, crashed his spaceship, almost killed his kid.
Yeah.
Then he took him to the lab where where they've been experimenting on aliens. So that alien had, if he wanted to never come back or even wipe the human race out, he could.
He could, but that's not what they do. That's not
Yeah,
what
that's
this
not what
alien
he's
race.
doing.
That's not what the prawns do.
Yeah,
That's not that.
what
That's
the
not
prawns do.
whatever their deal is, right?
Well,
they
that's
just
not what
got
the-
stuck here.
It's not what the intelligent prawns do.
Yeah, it's not the intelligent prawns.
Because
do.
the rest
Yeah.
of the prawns act like gremlins.
Yeah.
And they eat cat food. Let me tell you something about that
Oh,
cat food. That's
man.
a big old giant can of cat food. I have never seen a can of cat food. I mean, I'm not saying they'll sell it, but usually cat food cans are small because cats are small.
You know what's
They
really,
look like dog food cans.
you know what's really messed up about that? Like, the alien got stuck, right? Obviously, they went out of food and ration, and then
Yeah.
we treat them like crap because just they love cat food. Yeah, that's not a problem, right? And one
Yeah.
of the scenes they showed, I guess the South African tribe leader person that
Yeah,
was
well,
eating
it wasn't
the
South
aliens.
Africans. Those were Nigerians.
Yeah. Oh, Nigerians. So they were, because they had that superstitions thing they play into
Yeah.
this movie really
Yeah,
well.
where you
One
eat.
of the witches.
And it's
thought-
still, and that is real stuff. A lot of cultures still believe that.
Yeah,
You eat certain parts of an animal, you get it.
you get your spiritual power, I guess in this case.
yeah,
Yeah.
which is stupid.
So he was, and it's so crazy to me. Like he's the only one in the wheelchair, right? And he's the leader of this group.
No.
He's the
But he
one who
wasn't a-
carried the stuff like, because I guess he's kind of like Dr. Connors from Spider-Man. He want to grow his, he want to be maybe the ability to walk, right? And he probably believes like if I eat one of these aliens, I could harness that power.
That's
you know?
that's what the black magic voodoo.
Yeah, the
ladies
black
tell.
magic voodoo lady, because he saw Wickus with that arm. He's like, I
Yeah.
want this arm.
I want that arm. I want to get that arm.
He saw it, so he believed like it can happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. God, and it's just because that whatever Christopher was making, right, it got exposed to Wilkes, and it actually can turn human
Yeah.
DNA into prawn DNA.
Yeah, slowly just turn it into a prawn.
Oh, before we go too far, I forgot to mention the ending is because Wilkes have a change of heart. Remember at the end, he was going to run away from all those people, but then he
Yeah.
heard the colonel guy say like, you know what, kill that Christopher guy, find his kid and kill him too.
Yeah, and
Then he
turned
has
around.
yeah. He's
And
like,
he fought for him.
yeah, I fought for
Plus-
him like, yep.
Yeah, but it shows him, his wife. He still hopes he's gonna get back with his
Yeah.
wife. He keeps making her
it's
his
just
flowers.
Yep, the flower thing was.
So
really
in the
good.
end, it's like kind of like you get to decide. Did they come back and fix it?
Yes, and you know what? Yes, yeah, you can come back, and he still have that hope. That was
Yeah.
so good for me at the ending. It's
Yeah.
Christopher as that prawn, and the
Yeah.
other thing I love is how they can control, just like the real world, controlling of media. They were trying to
Yeah.
catch Wilkes, right? So they want to make sure that nobody helps him. So they put a BS story out there like, dude, he has sex with prawns, and people just
Yeah.
believe it.
Yeah, because people want to believe the sickest thing anyway.
Yeah. Like, so that way no one would help him. Like, so he can't just be like,
Yeah.
hey, can you help me out with this thing?
Yeah, because-
They'll be like,
well,
no,
'cause-
man, you have sex with aliens.
Exactly, because if you were to tell them how the science works, which most humans can't comprehend,
Yep.
they'd be
Dude,
like,
this movie is
there's
so
no
good.
way. Yeah, they'd be like, no way. A chemical can get on you, change your DNA. You
Yep.
gotta get with aliens. The way.
Because that's what happens in humans. You have sex with a woman, you start to get boobs or something.
Exactly. I mean, that's what I'm scared
This
of.
is majority of the people in the world are stupid.
But that's the sad thing. Most of the world thinks it's smart.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
It's
like, oh
always
yeah,
I'm the smart. It's always I'm the smartest
I'm
guy, but the other guy next to
I'm,
me's not.
I'm gonna read this news article. Right? Okay, this guy has sex with an alien, and that's why he has an
Yeah,
alien mouth. Oh, it makes sense.
that's the thing. It's like when Einstein gets on an elevator with 20 people. All those other people think they're way smarter than he is.
Yo, yes. Yes, I'm gonna be smarter than a person who studied medicine for the last 30 years.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm so smart. Yeah, this guy's got a college degree,
I
but I know a
just
lot more.
I did some research on the internet and it automatically
Yeah,
qualified me as a
exactly, yeah. I got on good. I Googled it. This guy actually learned it in the book. But hey, what's I mean,
let me
the internet knows a whole lot more than anything in a
I'm
book,
like
even though most books are copied
I'm
on the
like
internet.
I have no idea. I'm just gonna make my best this judgment on whatever. I'm not gonna read a blog about a guy who's like what he thinks that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna believe him. Like, no, man.
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
so crazy. This movie, if you haven't seen District 9, shame on you. I've been trying to get my wife to see this, so
Oh
she
yeah.
saw parts of it with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
What'd she think?
Well, she haven't
Apparently, she
finished the whole
wasn't that
thing.
into it. She hasn't
No,
finished the whole movie.
because we saw Elysium, and I should have told her it's directed by the same guy. And then like,
Oh,
I need to point her out the similarities between this and Elysium.
yeah. Well, I'm thinking if she watched it, she'll see the similarities really
Yeah, I
quick.
do too, because I now from these two, right? This was better. District 9 was better because it, like, in
Actually,
Elysium,
I
it's
actually
still
like no,
physics
I
nine.
like Elysium better than I like District 9.
You know what? I think it's because I saw this recently. It's so hard to judge. Though both
Yeah, I
were
don't know.
very good
I mean, it doesn't matter. They're both very good. I just like Elysium better. I mean,
because of Matt
it's just
Damon.
me.
It's
Yeah,
Jason Bourne in space.
Jason Bourne with a exoskeleton suit.
Oh, that is pretty cool too. I had to get the search because he was dying of that
But
radiation.
isn't
Oh,
the
that was
villain?
really
Isn't the
good.
villain?
The rich
Is the
people.
villain? Yeah, the villain though. And the villain isn't the villain in that movie the nice guy in this movie, or is it not?
Oh shit, he was in both movies. That's why some of the people in this one was in Elysium. The Colonel was in it.
Was the Colonel in it? I thought the villain in Elysium is the nice guy in this movie, isn't it? Or am I wrong?
I can't remember.
I think it is.
Wasn't the father-in-law in Elysium too?
I don't remember all these other people.
I
No.
like the father-in-law because he works for the MNU,
Yeah.
and
And then he didn't even care about
lied.
this.
He lied to his daughter about him. That's messed
Yeah,
up
I know that is messed up. He's like, "Oh, go ahead, cut him up."
because they care about the money.
Because yeah, they care about the money. But the thing is, it's strange because in this movie it's a company. But I mean, if one of those were to fly over the United States, it would be the government that would get on.
Oh, it would be hard to say. I don't know. It, like, people like to
What do you
kind of
mean?
believe
It
in
would be the
cons-
government.
I mean, like,
It
yeah.
would be. Well, no, I'm saying it would be the government's job
Oh,
to
okay.
do all that.
Yeah.
You
It would be the
know,
government's job. Yeah.
yeah, the United States government. If an alien flies over, they're not just going to let it go stay floating up there.
Yeah. Can you imagine an alien
I
race
mean,
actually come?
I'm sure they would rip the spaceship apart and part it out to companies like Boeing and so
Oh, yeah.
forth.
Just see.
You
Yep.
know,
Exactly.
McDonnell Douglas and all them would probably get something. But
Yep.
I mean, the government would have been the one to do all that work.
Yeah. Can you
Because in
imagine?
this movie, it's just some private company that did it all.
Stephen Hawking's fear, right, of outer, aliens from
It's
outer
not
space.
just Stephen Hawking's fear; it's mine too. Why would you tell some advanced race where you're at?
So I guess Stephen Hawking fear would be more accurate. Where like if another intelligent race come, right, it looks like they probably will try to invade us.
I don't know if it invade us, but we're not going to be anything but little animals too.
Yeah, in the animal swim. Yep.
Yeah, we're going to be nothing but pets.
It's kind of like, oh, you know what? We suspect alien would do experiments on us, right? But if the tables were turned, we do experiments.
Oh,
on
we've already done that. Look, I
Yeah.
think about when Spain came across the oceans and found the Incas and all those.
Oh.
The Aztecs. What did they do? Oh, they treated them really good. They fed them. And they killed all those people, dude.
It's kind of like what they
It's
said
like
about the
it's
Nazi
like every time
scientists.
it's like all this stuff. It's like all the times. Every time we find a new people on Earth, one race of people find another race of people on Earth, they destroy them.
Like World War II.
Yeah.
Like
No, not
Nazis
World
with
War
the
II. No, they already knew those
I'm
people.
talking
That
about
has
like
nothing to do with it.
I'm talking about like the Nazi scientists like it would experiment on people, things like
Yeah,
that.
well, that's been normal. I mean, most countries have experimented on their own people. What I'm talking about is when an advanced culture finds an unadvanced
Oh
culture.
yes.
Every time the Vikings came across and found a less advanced culture, what happened to them?
They
Nothing good.
yep.
When the Spanish came across a less intelligent like a group of people, what did happen to them? Nothing. When the English and the Dutch came to Africa and found the less advanced people, they turned them into slaves.
Oh.
When people go out and find like the Cook Islands and stuff, they kill those people too.
Yeah, so
It
humans
never ends well.
so,
We're assuming humans, but the problem is most life in that universe, the smarter beings most likely don't treat the less smart beings very
very
good.
nice, yep. Oh. And it's
Especially if you
showcased in
need
this movie
resources.
really well. It's
Yeah.
showed in this movie really
But
well.
it is a flip flop because it was the less advanced took advantage of the more
Yes, that's
advanced.
right. Less advanced
Even
the
though
more
all those
advanced.
aliens on the spaceship just did not know nothing.
Yeah, I did not know not yep, exactly. So we
And come
took
on,
advantage of those.
they were eating rubber tires.
Yeah. So I mean like it's not like Elon Musk or whoever the brilliant scientist nowadays, right? They set a spaceship, but then they are not on this spaceship. They
Yeah, it was
just
just an
yeah.
accident. They didn't actually even probably want to come to Earth. They're like, oh, we broke down.
Yeah, they just broke down. They didn't want to come
We'll
to
come
Earth.
over here. Oh wait, this is a bad place. This is a bad neighborhood. We need to get out of here.
Man, so if you're intelligent like that, if you're not that like you're not that aggressive, right? Don't come here.
Yeah, because we're very
Go around.
well. You don't know. We don't know that. I mean, maybe South Africa's a rougher country than you want to go to.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, you know what? I wonder if that's the reason why. Well, but then whoever wrote
Well,
this movie is
actually,
from South
the
Africa.
the guy is from in South Africa, and he just wanted to showcase his plus his people, which I don't blame him. I would. I mean, if I wrote a movie by aliens, guess where they're coming?
Oh, but
Texas.
you know what? This is presented by Peter Jackson, right? Or produced by
Yes, I
Peter
know this
Jackson.
guy found him, and this was probably a lower budget movie too.
Yeah, only 30 million because we didn't know
Yeah,
any of
but
the actors in this movie.
here's the thing: it worked still with us not knowing anybody.
See, that's it. It's
We
we
don't
said
know
this
who
many
these
times.
people.
It's about the storytelling.
It probably didn't get out in a lot of theaters and stuff, but oh well. Because this is the same guy that made Chappie too.
Yes, you and I still haven't seen Chappie.
We're going to.
Yep, we sure. Oh, you know what? Let me remind myself and put this on the list, and then we'll be like, we're done with this guy's movies pretty quick.
Well, he
Chappie.
needs to make another movie.
He probably has, but like, it's probably not known to us.
Yeah, it's probably not known to us, but I mean, he needs to make more big budget movies. But I mean, if a lot of people aren't showing up to see it, I guess it's not.
And then also, he's probably one of those that want to make movies that he wants to do, not like,
Yeah, and that's fine.
hey, do the
Because I like
next
to. I want
Fantastic
to see
Four,
what.
you know?
Yeah, I want to see what this guy's got to do because he's got his own good original ideas.
Yeah, this is very original, and it's to this day have not seen a movie like this, because
Yeah.
because like why would a U.S. production like what you want aliens to come but they don't invade us? Nah, that doesn't sound interesting.
No, I think they would after they saw this. I mean, but I don't know why they'd want to make this movie stood on its own, and you don't need to remake it.
No, there's no
Yeah,
sequels
I
needed
think the
either.
quality. Yeah, the quality of this movie is good enough that it would pass with American audiences.
Yeah, it's good enough, even though they speak. No, I like that they speak other languages. You know, Alien has a language. The Nigerians speak their own language.
Yeah, I mean it's like real life, and of course the main characters speak English, so we didn't have it wrong.
Yeah, because he's from Johannesburg, so he does speak English.
Yeah, he speaks it
Wow.
in English. Yeah.
I'm just so glad that we finally saw this. Oh, you
Well,
finally. I didn't even know you never seen it all the way through.
yeah, I never seen it all the way through. I just happened to catch the ending of it. Finally got around to seeing it. So I thought it was a pretty good movie.
You know what? One of the parts I really like. So when they found Wickes has that arm, right? So immediately they thought of using their weapon.
Yeah,
Their
that's what they
gun
wanted.
thing, right? Yeah. So like they keep shooting pigs. They're like, I
Well,
like
just
that. And even that Wickes didn't like, what are you doing? I don't want to shoot this thing. Then they brought that prawn in, right? And he's like, whoa. Let me do it. Let me go back to shooting pigs. I promise you, I will shoot them. He keeps trying to like negotiate and like, dude,
Yeah.
I don't think these scientists are having it.
yeah, all they gotta do is shock you and make you pull the trigger.
Yeah, I was
Which
like,
the thing
oh.
is, most of the alien society is all biometric or like that. It's all bio.
Yes.
So it's all coded to your DNA and stuff,
Oh.
all their equipment, which slowly a lot of stuff in our world starting to turn like that.
So do you think there's a better safety control for that? Because they talk about that for guns for a long time. Oh, you know what they did? They did it in Metal Gear Solid 4.
I don't know that's a better deal because what if you need to use one? You're not going to be able to use one unless you own one.
That is
You get
true.
what I'm saying? So if you're in a room or there's a war and you need to fight back, you're not going to be able to because you're not going to be able to use any of the
But then
weapons.
it also means like the enemy doesn't have that weapon. You guys can't just quickly shoot each other.
Yeah, but most of your enemies show up with weapons. What are you
Yeah.
going to do?
Then that's your fate.
You're going to
That's
hit. You're going to
that's
have
your
to throw the
time.
gun at him. Yeah, you're done.
Yep.
So I'm thinking no.
But then it works for the other
But I
way.
mean, but you got to think of all the equipment though. All their spaceships and everything was biometric, or whatever you
Yes.
want to call
Yeah,
it.
I know because like when Wilkes got in that driver's seat, he didn't know how to fly the
Yeah,
spaceship. It's just this gooey stuff.
yeah, and he was able. Then they were slow. All of them were slow to able to turn on everything
Yes, they're all able to on everything. Yep.
because apparently they connect to everything with using that equipment.
So it's kind of like Avatar, right? That the little tail that connects to other
Yeah,
creatures
it's
and
I'd
stuff.
say it's in the same
But
vein.
the biometrics thing, yeah, I know.
Yeah, I mean it's bio stuff. It's using cells and stuff. I mean they think about trying to use computers that has cells in it already. So
Huh.
even batteries with cells and living viruses and so
Yeah.
forth.
What's really also the other crazy fact that I really liked, like what those pawns did for food, right? They were trading their weapons, even though
Yeah,
the humans cannot use it. Like there was one pawn that showed up with that robot suit, and he could show them
yeah.
what they could do, and I was like, "Whoa, that's awesome! I'll give you 100 cans." And then all the prawns, they're like, "Okay, I'll take 100, but you need to give all hundreds to me right now." I was like, that part was way funny, right? But it was also very sad.
Yeah, well, especially since they keep the other one. Yeah, remember
Yeah,
that one's like, well, you can't go. We're keeping you.
yeah. It was like, what? Like a
Yeah,
slave? Yeah.
yeah. And then they start cutting him up to eat him.
Oh, I know.
It's like, whoa.
God, that's dude. I'm telling you, humans are messed up. Do not mess with any one of us. If we know we can dominate you, it's over.
Well, some humans. I mean, not all humans are
No,
like
not all
that.
humans, but like,
But yeah, I mean, given an opportunity to get a spaceship, yeah, I'm probably gonna kill you and take a spaceship. Sorry.
it's a spaceship.
I mean, yeah, it's like you should have landed in my yard.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You should have landed my
I
yard. Oh,
mean,
is that your
so what's your
drone? I'm
name?
sorry.
It'd be like, yeah, what are you Paul? The alien Paul?
So I guess Paul would be the most next closest one. An alien that came, but he did not have foul intentions.
Oh, he just had an accident. It happens.
Yeah,
Man, I hear Ferengi's got stuck on Earth before too.
yeah.
You don't even
Gosh,
know what I just said.
no.
Okay.
I was still thinking about
It was,
Paul.
it was a Star Trek reference.
Oh, damn, that sucks. See, I hate it when I don't get your references. I'm gonna have to. You gotta tell me the episode now.
Okay, yeah, we'll watch it one day. It was a very good episode. It was Deep Space Nine.
Oh, Deep Space Nine. Oh, talk about Star Trek. There's a new Star Trek series coming on Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
Beyond Worlds. I think it's still Captain Kirk, right?
No, well, the first season's supposed to have the first cap. It's going to have Captain Pike.
Captain Pike. Okay.
Yeah, and the second season they were already had green lighted. It's supposed to have Captain Kirk.
So it's really funny. So my wife saw that. He's like, "Is there a new Star Trek series coming out?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's called like Beyond Worlds because Paramount Plus have to have their own streaming
That's not
platform, right?"
that's not actually the title.
Oh,
But
it's
yeah.
not. It's not
No,
Beyond
I forgot
Worlds.
what it's called.
It's
No, it's not
something.
called
It's something
the
with
boat.
worlds, right?
Yeah, it's something Worlds.
Oh,
You
then I
need to
got
look
it
it
wrong.
up, say the right one, but I know it's not. That's not the title. Star Trek.
Hold on, I wanna. Strange New Worlds. I'm sorry. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
Strange New
So when
Worlds.
I saw that, I know you saw the commercial for it. So I try to explain, why? Because Paramount have their own stuff. Paramount Plus might not have a lot of original content yet, so they're banking on Star Trek.
Yeah, and it is. It's what
Yeah.
launched the deal because you got to think this is an offshoot off of Discovery, Star Trek Discovery.
Oh, okay. And then so the other thing that they're trying to get the nerds in is Halo. And I'm like, I have
Oh, okay,
no
they're
idea.
doing Halo. Okay,
They're
I didn't
doing
know they was doing
Halo
Halo.
on Paramount Plus. Now,
Okay,
I know not only me, right? A lot of people want to watch the Halo thing, but I don't want to get Paramount Plus. Like, Paramount must have had to spend a lot of money with Microsoft just to get the Halo series because I was thinking like, what, Netflix didn't get a bid in or something?
yeah. Well, they may not have to spend that much, because Microsoft may want to go, hey, we want to revive Halo.
Oh,
Can
yeah,
you help us out?
could be. But they could have. But then they didn't have to choose Paramount Plus. They could have gone to Netflix, gone
Yeah, but
Hulu.
they could. Well, yeah, there's too much competition on those
Yeah.
deals. I
Oh,
mean,
so they
nobody's
want
gonna.
something
If you
new.
if you put Halo on Netflix, you'll probably never see it because there's so much crap on Netflix to look at.
Oh, I would definitely watch it on
That's the
Netflix.
problem. That's the problem with Netflix. Netflix has lots of good shows. That's the problem.
Yeah, it has a lot of good
So you
shows.
got too many good shows competing against other shows. So
But
you're
then
losing.
I don't even watch those good shows. I like put Halo on there. I'll
Yeah,
watch it.
you'll watch it, but other people miss it. Probably.
Yeah, it's about to come up next week. But I'll watch
Okay.
it. But I won't pay for Paramount Plus. I have ways, okay?
Mhm.
Eventually, I'll share those ways with you, but you know we don't tell anybody.
Well, I'm interested in watching Star Trek. So
Oh, you are?
yeah, I hate Star Trek.
Strange
Of
New
course,
World. We'll see what
I'm
happens.
interested. If it says Star Trek on the front of it, I'm gonna watch it like a good little Star Trek nerd.
Oh, damn it! I want to watch it too. I'll find a ways. I'll find a way to watch it.
I mean, because there's Picard, Star Trek Picard. I
Have you
haven't
watched
seen that
Picard?
yet.
Oh, you haven't seen that
No,
yet?
not yet.
Oh, they'll probably
I haven't even seen it in the Discovery shows yet.
this Discovery on stupid Paramount Plus or it's on
Yes,
CBS. Oh,
yes,
Paramount. No, I'm sorry. Picard is probably on that CBS streaming app.
probably is. They're probably all on that now.
Yeah, eventually it's going to be like, oh, CBS is called, it's probably called that already. I have no idea.
Well,
CBS is
Paramount
now
Plus
called
is.
Paramount Plus.
Well, no, it was CB. It was called CBS All Access, and
Oh,
then they
CBS All
changed.
Access.
And then they
They
changed it to
changed it all
Paramount
about. Oh,
Plus.
see, I'm not in that deal. You know, I have no idea.
Well, you are now. Get in
I
this
am
deal, okay?
now.
Get on this deal.
It's
Get
like,
on
dude,
this ship, Mister.
that's too many. Like, okay, let's just name the movies that I would know from Paramount. Mission Impossible. So would the first Iron Man be on this too?
No, I don't think so. Because you see it on Disney Plus.
Yeah, but then they might let.
But all the
Disney
Star
Plus play
Treks
it.
are on it. All the Star Treks are on it.
All the Star Treks will be on
I
Paramount
bet you Indiana
Plus.
Jones is on it. Maybe. Again, maybe not.
So does that mean like all the Paramount movies will be on Paramount Plus, kind of like Disney?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm pretty down.
Yeah, you gotta be down. I mean, come on.
I like that we went to Star Trek. I have no idea how it happened.
Because we're talking about aliens in space, so how could you?
Aliens in space, yes.
I mean, come on. Captain Kirk would have gave these aliens a ride.
So let me talk about District 9 against Independence Day. What movie would you like better? Independence Day or this one? Keeping in mind that I haven't seen ID4 in a long time.
And that's what I was about to say. I haven't seen ID4 now because I wonder if it's going to be as good because I saw it in the theater, you know.
Oh, that was I did too.
And it was amazing. It's the only way to see it. I mean, it was corny. It had some stupid stuff, and people made jokes about it.
Totally
all
90s movie. Yep.
But I still enjoyed the movie.
I did too.
I mean, come on. Everybody was a hero, and he had this awesome president. He had Will Smith beating the crap out of aliens.
So this
He
is
had
a
an
really
awesome
different than
wingman.
District 9.
It's way different than District 9. It's not even the same thing. I mean, District 9 is trying to tell you something.
Yeah.
It's trying to tell you about, you know, society.
Society.
It has a story. It has a moral story to it. Independence Day was feel good. It was Independence Day. I mean, because everybody comes together in that movie.
Yeah.
Everybody, the Russians, the Chinese, at the end of the movie, everybody goes to be
Oh,
together.
yeah.
It had a good story. But the problem is we're never getting attacked by aliens yet.
No.
I don't think it's going to work that well.
You know what's really crazy? If
And
District
plus, they
9,
had Data cutting up aliens.
if District 9, the roles were reversed, this movie would have sucked. If humans were the prawns and humans were the aliens.
Well, you could still make a movie. There may be a movie. What if we flew to another world? We became there. Refugees.
Ooh.
I think that's called Earth 2, that TV series.
I'm just thinking about the part about the experimental thing and like these prawns would eat a human, you know. They want to become one of us.
They might. You never know. That's probably what's going on. There's probably movies like that.
And you know what's really crazy about like these? I guess one thing that always bothers me with these alien movies, where they show aliens, that we don't have time, right, to show them different features. Like you and I look different, but if we were prawns, we wouldn't be able to tell one prawn from the other.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to. I mean, is that how life really is? Because most people make jokes about the whole time about, oh, I can't tell this race, everybody in this race from this race or that.
I guess.
I mean, it's like wild animals. A lot of wild animals all look the same to you, don't they? You see one grizzly bear, don't they all look the same?
Oh.
Unless you get out there and actually pet one, but you're going to die.
So let's use dogs for an example. Do all dogs
Yeah.
look the same? Well, different
Out
breeds.
of the same breed. Out of the
The
same
same
breed, they
breed,
probably
yeah,
do.
they probably do.
I mean, a lot of German Shepherds are going to look the same. There is some spot variations. Some German Shepherds are all blackish,
Yeah, some
but for the most
that
part,
dual tone color.
yeah. I mean, especially if it's a poodle you don't really care about. I mean, like you see a poodle, all
They
the
all
poodles
look
are
the
going to look
same.
the same pretty much, unless they got different haircuts.
Yeah, in different color. That's the only
But the
way.
prawns were kind of different.
Yeah, they have. Those different. Like I never seen a fat prawn, right? Some of them are short and taller than
Some of them were different
skinnier.
heights, and
Yeah, different heights. Yes,
they did look like they did have some different color
variation. Yep.
variations on
Like
their armor
yeah, I
or
saw the
their
green,
bodies.
red, and orange ones. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but still, they're all going to look the same to you, anyways. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
because
like
I
going to
don't
see
care about them.
Vulcan.
Yeah.
It's like going to see Vulcans. You're going to think they all look the same, except for that hot one from Star Trek Enterprise.
Yes, this is the hot one. That I have developed feelings for.
And be like, "Are you Spock now? Are you Spock?" But it also doesn't help that they've used several different people to play Spock too. So
Oh, they did?
yeah,
Oh,
they've had
I
several
did
different
not.
actors play Spock.
Oh, I
Three
had no
different
idea.
actors now. Okay, well that's
Oh,
okay.
no, yeah, they're three different actors because Zachary
Now it's,
Quinto,
now
yeah.
it's, now it's confusing.
Yeah.
It is for me.
It's the multiverse of madness there. It's the Star Trek
Yeah.
version.
Oh well, that's all right because you got Captain Kirk played by several people too now.
Oh, that's right. Even in Strange New Worlds, it's going to be a different
Yep,
actor.
three different actors.
Is that alternate universes, you know?
No, it's actually supposed to be the same universe. We're just watching it.
I never
I mean, you just can't turn. They don't have the same technology Disney does
No, it doesn't.
because they could have made a guy that looks like William Shatner.
You know, so on this one, right? How did Christopher hide the aircraft underground, or maybe crash in there?
Because remember, well, they showed the scene. They said that they saw that part drop off the command module. Remember,
yeah.
it shows that command module. It hits the ground. It says they've been looking for that thing for almost 20 years and never found it.
Oh, because they had underground. Okay.
Because it hit the ground and they apparently buried it really quick and built a house on top of it.
Oh.
And then nobody thought that these guys. Well, that's the thing. They also thought none of these guys are smart enough to hide that.
Yes.
I mean, they automatically assume these guys aren't smart.
Yeah, except for Christopher when he actually read the contract.
Yeah, because even his friend wasn't very smart. Remember, because he has that friend.
Yeah, he has that friend. Yep.
This. And the guy's like, I can't hide it. He's like, you've got to hide it. He goes, I'm not going to hide it. And then it's like, hey, be polite to him. They're like, okay. He goes out there and man, they shoot him in the head.
Yep. Man. And he has the one had a son.
Yeah, he has a son because remember we see where they killed those. They find the eggs. It's like they can't have babies unless they have a permit. So they just and they're burning it. Remember that guy's burning it. It's like, haha, they're laughing. They're like, yeah, that popping. It's like popping popcorn. Yeah, it's his eggs popping open when we burn them. I was like,
humans are so messed up. We are so messed up. Like certain humans are so messed up.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's not that messed up in this movie because they're aliens. But think about it.
Yeah,
it's the same things we do to each other.
To each other, yep. But that they do the alien to filter it, yep.
Yeah, they use the aliens. It's like, oh, it's okay. But in real life, we don't do that to aliens. We do that to each other.
Yeah, we do that to each other. We sure do. Wow. Oh, you need a permit. It sounds like Chinese people.
It's I'm sure it's like a lot of countries.
Did I ever tell you that, you know, when we went back to Hong Kong, right, I met up with my cousin back in 2012, and, you know, he has 2 kids. You know, China has that one child policy, right?
Yeah, but this is the cousin that lived in China, mainland China, right?
So we asked him, like, hey, how do you get by on that? You know what he has to do? He has to pay a fine because he has a second child. Yeah. Otherwise, like you can't register your kid for school, nothing. That kid would be like a nobody.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So I asked him.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. So you basically got somebody you can't do anything with.
So I asked him, like, how much is the fine? You know how much How much do you think a fine China would cost to allow you to have a second child?
In U.S. money?
Yeah, U.S. money. I still remember the exact figure.
$50,000.
Oh, that's too much. $18,756.
So is that cheaper than the kid cost in America?
I don't know.
Well, you have 2 kids. How much did you spend for them?
Oh, it's way more. But it's kind of like if I have to pay America, right? Like, so that way I can have a second kid.
Oh, okay.
Just to have a second kid.
On top
of the expenses.
Because that's what I say in medical fees.
I'm like,
what I didn't actually think you bought.
Oh, medical fees are way expensive.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But in China, do you have to pay medical fees?
No, because they have universal healthcare.
Okay, so basically he got his kids for a lot cheaper than you did.
Yeah, but then it's just the point of like having to
But
pay
yeah,
a
but you
part.
don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to register your kids and all this stuff.
Yeah, not like that stuff. Yep,
That's just weird. Yeah,
that is
because
weird.
if you have to register your kids, then they might be mutants. Mutant Registration Act.
Did they talk about that in this movie? They register every single prawn.
They
No,
probably
right?
did because they had all their names.
They
Because
did
remember
have
they
all
go
their
up to every
names.
sheet. Even that one alien got mad and hits that board. He goes, "Well, he hit it, so that means he assigned it."
Oh yeah.
That guy, because in a way that guy was such a horrible person.
You know
You
what?
know, because he's a doofus. The main character, he was just
Oh,
this
he's a
doofus,
doofus. Yes.
and he's kind of evil.
Right, because he just like a human, right? He wanted
Yeah,
things his way.
yeah. And then eventually he gets that crap in his face, and he has to change
Yeah,
the hard way.
man. Yeah, he's just like any human. He only cared for himself.
Yeah, he only cares about himself because he's like, "Oh, well, I'm sorry, you hit it. It's okay. Don't eat that tire. Oh wait, you gotta shoot him now."
Yep. And I was thinking like, he obviously I would too. He want his body should be fixed. And like,
Yeah, well,
and
he
I'm
wants.
thinking like he knocked out Christopher. Like at that moment, I guess not the rational, the rush decision would be like, I'm just gonna fly up there and do it myself. Like okay.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. That doesn't make any sense. He jumps on that spaceship, steals that little kid, and he's gonna fly up there. It's like, what are you gonna do up there?
Yeah. That part was actually kind of intense. Like, are they gonna kill Christopher?
Yeah, you think they are.
Yeah, I was like, cause we don't know they are pieces of crap. I
Yeah,
was like, man, they're gonna kill him. Cause I didn't remember this movie that well. I remember the part where Wickus is like the alien part. I remember that part, but I forgot that they actually flew the spaceship out of there.
yeah. I couldn't remember that part either.
Yeah, cause I was like,
But
what
then,
the hell is it?
then it made sense though. He used like a what a tractor beam and pulled it up into the ship.
Yeah. Yep.
But
Oh.
yeah, it was an interesting movie. It was kind of just shows you all the ills.
I think that's the reason why it's in my top three. It just shows the human side stuff. I think
Well,
that's
yeah, there's not too many movies where like the humans are being horrible to aliens that land on
yeah.
Earth. It's
And
usually
then
it's almost always the aliens are the bad guys.
it's always right.
Pretty much.
Like the only other movie like you mentioned was Paul. He's
Yeah,
not a
where,
bad
where, he's,
guy.
where he's just trying to get home.
Yeah, he's just trying to get home. See, just
E.T.
like that. Yeah,
E.T. is basically
just trying
E.T.
to
is
get home.
Paul. Is just a cleaner. Yeah.
Cleaner, not a stoner.
E.T. is the G-rated. E.T. is the
And I guess
G-rated.
in ET they kind of show the like not as the negativity of humans too, not as bad as this movie.
Yeah.
You know.
It's not as bad as this.
Yeah, it's just
Concentration
like,
camp
hey,
style.
we don't want to understand what you're doing here. We just want to dissect you and study you, okay?
Yeah. And of
Without,
course, you got all these people getting mad at the aliens and beating them up and stuff.
oh yeah, like, you have nothing to say, okay?
So they get rid of District 9 and get District 10.
District 10, yeah, just basically moving them just to move them somewhere else.
Yeah.
And the
Because
other thing,
I like that scene. I do like that scene, when it was Christopher and his kid when they decide they're gonna have to stay now. They're looking at the deal.
oh
The
yeah,
kid wants to go home to his
to
alien
his
world.
home,
He's like,
yep,
and I guess the other guy, Lucas, he's like, you don't want to go there now. He all of a sudden we realize that he's got to change and be nicer to them.
yeah.
He's like,
Oh
you don't
yeah,
want to go there. They're worse than that's even worse.
that you know what they show the human quality of Christopher's kid when he asked his dad like, how many moon does this planet have? Oh, this world only has one moon. Ours has 9. There's like a very typical father and son situation right
Yeah.
there, right? And then the other thing I love is like when you talk about the intelligence part, in the beginning we're talking about the forms, right? Like, well, how the hell are they gonna sign it? Like, oh, any kind of marking that they do will count as a signature.
Well, that's in real life though. That
Yeah,
people
they
don't know how to write. There's
yeah,
people who don't know how to write, and they have to make a mark.
yeah, they make a mark. Like if they touch it, if they squall it, if they scrape it, that we count that as a signature that they acknowledge it. I'm like, well, that's pretty messed up. Even if
Yeah.
they don't understand, right? Like, hey,
Yeah,
the
because a
thing
lot of
is,
them don't
we
understand.
give you
Because
the notice.
because we see those aliens, they always go, "You're being evicted," and they're like, "What's eviction?"
Yes, there was eviction. Yes, the first one or the first one. Yep.
Yeah, what's
They
eviction?
don't understand. Gosh.
Oh
It's
yeah, I like that one because is this your house? The alien's like, "This isn't my house."
Yeah, I know.
that owns his house, and he's like, "Oh yeah, this is my house. Give me the cat food, please."
And I think Wilkes even in the beginning, like he was trying to show the camera crew, like a lot of them are not aggressive because they just don't know what they're doing. And
Yeah,
you see something, then that's when the aliens were fighting over the tire,
yeah. When he's
and
eating that tire, and of
eating the
course he
tire.
kills that
Yeah,
soldier
he kills out a
guy.
soldier guy. Yep.
Well, he rips his arm off.
That's the other thing. They can overpower us easily, right? But then
Oh
they
yeah,
really don't, and then we
yeah. Well,
still treat them like crap.
they're just like rips your arm off and they shoot him.
Yeah. Oh man, this is this movie is so great. It's just so terrible, Like
Oh
humans are
yeah,
terrible, not the movie.
oh yeah. Humans are terrible.
And I can't believe we didn't talk about this till now.
Well, we're still missing. There's a whole lot of movies
Yes, a
that
whole
we
bunch
could
of
say
good
that
movies.
we can't believe we didn't get to this one now. We
Yeah.
can't. I'm surprised we haven't talked about Star Wars yet.
Yeah,
I'm
and
like,
then
we're
at least,
getting there. Goodness
we're
gracious! I
getting
mean,
there.
come on.
We're
We only
getting
do
there.
one show a week,
Yes.
and when we do 2 shows a week, nobody watches the other show. So we went back to
Yeah,
doing one show a week.
one is good. We
So
found our
yeah,
footing.
I mean, yeah. If people would watch more shows, we'd do more shows.
Yeah.
It's gracious. Get
Yes.
on it. Watch them. Come on, people. Write some comments. Talk some crap.
Like
It's
some
okay.
comics. We
Yeah.
gotta get on social. You need to get on social media just for that.
I am on social media.
Oh,
I ventured
Shane,
out and got an Instagram account.
Instagram account.
And I
Instagram
thought,
is just like Facebook without reading.
exactly. I'm like, this sucks.
Yeah, I did that. Like a
gotta
lot
put-
of times, I like to
gotta
look at
put-
Instagram.
I gotta put pictures out there.
Well, you don't have to.
Well,
That's your choice.
It helps if you put pictures because then somebody might look at them and go, "Hey." But
Yes.
I looked at everybody else's pictures like, everybody puts a picture of themselves so like 100,000 times. I'm like, I know what you look like. Show me
Some
something
people
else.
like obviously a lot of girls do, and like people
Yeah.
who
Well,
are
I like looking at them, but it's just.
and people who control like I guess their pets account, like their dog and stuff. Like
Oh, I
they
didn't
do
come
that
across
too.
any of those yet. Oh, I gotta see this.
Not
Gotta find
yet.
that.
Like if they think your dog is cute, like they would have an Instagram. Like some dogs have more
Yeah.
followers than you and me, and some
That's the
people
thing.
don't.
I'm gonna start taking pictures of random crap, put it on there.
Yeah,
Look
like
at
random
monster
crap,
crap.
yeah. But that's really it. That's what.
Yeah, but by the
Instagram
way,
is.
my Instagram account's private, so I don't know who's watching this. I probably won't let you on.
Oh, sometimes mine is private too. Like so that way I have to like, do I know this person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you don't know who's looking at your account unless it's private.
Yeah, like who is looking at my account? Yeah, I know. Some people
Because there's a
don't
lot of people. There's a lot of people that they don't have their accounts private, so you follow them, but they're never gonna follow you because they're never gonna look at your crap. So it's
Yeah.
like, why are you even on my deal? I'm gonna kick you off. Because if I'm not important to you, you're not important to me.
this is
That's the
how
way I
Shane-
work. Because that's human.
This is how Shane controls Instagram.
That is how Shane opens the gate.
Oh.
It's like, oh, you're not private. I'm not getting on your site.
Yes.
Because
Oh my gosh.
if everybody else can see your site, I don't want to see your site because it's apparently not very good.
Hey, how did you like the weapons of the prawns?
The weapons are pretty cool.
I thought it was
Each
awesome.
one did a different deal, especially the lightning weapons. Because every time you hit you with lightning, the people would just explode.
Yeah,
Like,
everything explodes. Like whoa.
man, talk about a mess everywhere.
If they came with prawn army, this won't even be a movie. This is just
Oh, yeah.
Independence
Yeah.
Day.
Because that one thing is like blowing people around, and other ones. I mean, they had several thousand different weapons.
I like that because it's very efficient, right? Because sometimes when you shoot a gun, if you shoot a guy, if you're not aiming, you shoot him by the leg or the arm, that guy can still attack. But then with this gun, you shoot the guy anywhere, right? Your whole body explodes.
Yep, it goes through the whole body. It makes you reminds me of the Mandalorian.
Oh, which part?
Remember the Mandalorian has that rifle where he shoots people and it pretty much makes them go into dust or whatever?
Yes.
That's the same thing.
Yes, like why would you?
Must show up at the same armory.
It's kind of like what Iron Man said, right? I believe a weapon that you only need to fire once.
That's how America does it. That's how Dad did it. It's worked very good ever since.
Yes. Just shoot it once, you're done.
Yeah. And the
God.
bad guys won't even come out of their caves.
Oh, imagine we have that. That would be crazy. Wars would be over really quick.
Wars would be. Yeah, well,
It's-
somebody's going to lose, and that's the sad thing. I hope it's not us.
Yes, it's just not us. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not good for a war to be over really quick when the other side just about evaporates everybody.
Yeah, factors everybody like boom, boom, boom.
Exactly. It's like,
But like, I think it plays to Christopher and like Wilkes this part because they were fighting mercenaries, and you could tell Christopher and Wilkes they're not trained for this stuff.
yeah, there.
Their only upper hand is the advanced technology of weapons.
Yeah, they just happen to get those good weapons, especially the mech suit. The mech suit was really cool.
Oh, the mech suit was cool. It reminded me of like either Mech Warrior or Mech Cross. Like, you know,
Yeah.
the sign
Well,
of the
I'm a BattleTech guy. So.
BattleTech. That's the other thing I was gonna
Yeah,
mention.
it didn't really look like a BattleTech suit, but it was similar.
Similar, yeah.
Also, also looked like Ed 209.
Oh, it did, right? The Ed 209. Except the
But
middle
also,
part is skinny, not like a bulky
yeah,
thing.
yeah, it's more of an alien looking suit.
Yeah, it's just to fit them. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You wouldn't want it to look like Mech Warrior stuff because that's human design.
Just
But hey,
shoot up all the mercenaries. That's so cool.
yeah, and he's killing all those guys, flipping trucks and stuff. And then of course you got the Nigerians coming up with their ghetto trucks to make the
weapons
block
and
that
stuff.
deal.
Yep.
Yeah, they get all
Oh
those
yeah, they
metal
blocked
things
that
welded
deal.
onto it. Yeah, and those
Yep.
guys are pretty aggressive too.
It
Like, hey, I want that arm. Bring me that
Oh
arm.
yeah, it reminded me of Con Air. They did that in Con Air. They box in the U.S. Marshals and stuff. The cons. Yep.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Just box them in.
I mean, that's everything I learned about saving or kidnapping people from a convoy. I learned from either Fast and the Furious, Con Air, or I learned it from the movies. Let's put it that way.
All my heist ideas came from movies.
Yeah, everything I did. It's like, why are you in jail? Well, because the ideas I had came from a movie. Now I'm in here.
You should watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I've seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah, it's like all the way through. Like all of the heist stuff that Jake comes up with is from a movie.
That's usually where everybody's ideas come from.
Yeah, it's like we'd be like it's like the meat of Heat, the bank heist.
Yeah, the big heist.
Yeah, that's right. Like Ocean's 11. Oh gosh. All right.
You gotta play that music too.
Yeah. So I guess my final thoughts is if you have not seen District 9, right, you need to see it.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, at first, when I first saw it, I'm like, oh, this is not going to be a Blair Witch Project type movie, is it?
Oh no. Oh,
but
you
it's
thought
not.
that?
It's not. Well, it had kind of the camera stuff like that, you know.
Yeah,
Because the
some.
camera angles constantly change, and then sometimes you're seeing security cameras, and then sometimes you're seeing actual life event happening in the movie.
Yeah. Would you say
But
this
it's
is
pretty-
only made for guys because it's science fiction?
No, I think anybody with half a brain could get something out of this.
Yeah, it's just about society and people.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Immigration.
probably going to appeal. This is going to appeal more to guys, I think, because of the action aspects and the sci-fi aspects. But I mean, there's a sci-fi women out there.
Yeah,
I would like to meet them. Please put your comments in the bottom of the screen.
Yes, put our bottoms on the bottom and let us know. All right. So
Yeah,
put on,
whatever he said, the bottom's on the bottom.
Yep.
Put it in the screen.
comment below, let us know, and then with
Yeah.
that, we'll see you guys on the next
You
one.
start with, yes, I am a hot chick. No, I'm sorry. We're not going to do that.
Yep. I'll see. We will see you guys.
I would read it, though. I promise you.
We'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching this segment of our reviews. I hope you had a great time listening to us. Be sure to subscribe and give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you on the next one. Laters.